Hey, good evening. Let's talk to sports. And we got a surprise co-host tonight, Brother Walker.
Hey, good
This
evening, everybody. How you doing tonight?
this a little different. Dwayne will be here shortly, you guys. This a little different than we usually do. Where we'll have a review show Sunday night, talk about the game and whatever. But actually, what we're doing is our marathon show. Dwayne and myself has been trying to do. I think we did it 2 years straight, and this will be the third year where we actually watch a game while we're doing the show. And I know it seems pretty long, but it's kind of fun because this year you guys can see how Cowboy fans watch a game. Usually we'll be on the phone discussing this game. And this game for most Cowboy fans, unless the Cowboys win and a whole bunch of other stuff happens, the Cowboys can't move up. Whole bunch of different scenarios. The Eagles could only move down if they lose, and some other scenarios happen. Not really much to play for in this game. A lot of guys is out, not playing, won't play the whole game, both teams. So it's interesting just to see the depth of what may happen with the rosters. I know Dwayne, Craig, and myself is all looking forward for Kelvin Joseph, and we'll see him early.
Right. A lot of people, a lot of young guys got a chance to go out here and play, see what they got to present themselves. So it'd be an interesting night just to see the other talent on the team.
You know it's bad when they're highlighting Jason Kelsey. You're going to be ahead of me, Craig. So
Right.
I mean, you can say what happens. We're cool.
First play was an incomplete pass to
Oh
Devontae
fuck
Smith.
yeah!
Oh, FCC Airlines Airwaves,
Oh,
sir.
I didn't know we was live. I
I
thought we
mean,
was
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Watch your language, sir.
I thought we was in the background.
No, we're not in the background. We're live. The show started. You and your stuff, bro.
Brother Morris, what's going on?
I took a nice nap.
Took a nice nap, and Tyreek Hill has gotten hurt. He
Get out
played
of here.
about he played about 6 plays. He got hurt on that pass, Dwayne, in
All right,
pregame.
well, get our team, get our players out of this game.
I agree.
Do you coach like that though? I see JD playing.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm hungry. I'm eating wings too.
Are they
That's all right.
good?
All right.
So Dwayne, we're live watching this game. So just
We
Why
got
is
hooked up.
Mayshawn Wright playing so far off? Get there. Oh God, damn. Oh, come on, boss man. You gotta pick that.
you're ahead of me. I'm loving this, Craig. He's finally ahead of
Oh,
me.
my bad.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, he basically tipped it off his hand and went to Smith.
Mayshawn got to be better on that.
Wow.
And get Randy Gregory out the game because he just got blown up.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, Minshew. He got to pick that.
Yeah, he got to catch that.
Come on.
You got to catch that one. And your boy Wilson up there smacking people.
That's what he do.
No, boss man was coming up.
Yeah, he made Minshew made a business decision.
I don't blame him. They need to stop saying a lot of the starters for the Cowboys defensively. They don't have their starting corners or their linebacker. Cut it out.
So how do y'all feel about this? Just play the starters, get them a little run, and then get out of there?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to get out of it?
I think they want some momentum with the offense. I think because the offense been struggling a little bit.
I only think they play in the first half.
Hey, Dwayne, I had said before the game started. Do you think it's crazy I may say this? Do you think that Sirianni could be coach of the year?
No,
7-game winning streak.
Rabel's coach of the year. That's the thing about the Eagles. They're going to run that ball down your throat.
I'm just amazed that he changed his whole offense.
He had to though, because you was asking Hurts to do too much. By adding a running game, take some pressure off him.
I don't want to see y'all see me stuffing my face.
So you
Man,
say
go ahead.
so you think by him doing it, Craig, he simplified the offense more?
Yeah. I mean, is Hurts really a drop back quarterback? No.
Yeah, it basically went to this one read
Oh,
system.
boy.
Right.
They gashing us. Got a running back wearing number 14 running on her. See, certain things ain't changed from last week with my boy JD. Always biting inside.
So he had containment on that side, huh, Wayne?
Yeah, he went right inside and he went right where he went inside. Instead of just passing him off to the inside, just coming straight up.
You know, everybody gonna say something if we lose. And they're gonna say something if we win. If we win, it's Philly ain't play nobody. If we lose, Cowboys in trouble.
And the Eagles inactive is Hurts, Nelson, Sanders, Harris, Johnson, Dickerson, Sweat, Barnett, Hargrave. Their COVID list is Cox, Goddard, Howard, Scott, Herbert, Maddox, McLeod, Singleton, Epps, Avery, Stowe. There's so many players not playing this game, it don't make no sense. This is a game where both teams might run the ball a lot just to hurry up and get the game over with. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a joker playing both offense and defense this game, Craig.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just a game. You might as well put your young people in and let them play.
I'm laughing at ESPN. They really still tried to hype this game up.
Eagles got Huntley in the backfield.
That was a nice play.
I don't know, fellas.
Tyree Jackson, nigga, that joker used to be a quarterback.
At Buffalo, right?
Yep.
That was JD again, Dwayne.
Yeah, JD ain't been playing well, man.
The Eagles crowd don't even seem excited that they scored because they know that the game don't mean nothing. Oh. But we'll get some.
That's actually KZ's fault. KZ ran toward the quarterback.
Tell you what, with no Fletcher Cox and no Hargraves, if we can't run the ball tonight, we're in trouble.
Yep.
So, once the ball is put up in the air, it don't matter who playing. You got to win. That was a terrible first defensive series. Need Kelvin Joseph to make that interception.
Yep.
And I pray nobody on this offense get hurt because I would not be playing everybody. You're basically locked into the 4. A lot of craziness will have to happen for you to move up, even to the 3.
3, yeah. So pretty much locked in at 4. So you might as well just go ahead.
So Dwayne, a big announcement was made today on the high school football level. Would you like to talk about that?
Not right now. I'm eating.
What are you eating, sir?
I made me some chicken.
Okay.
It's the black man's anthem. We know that. We love chicken.
Here we go, Q.
Little chicken wings with some Spanish rice. You know how it is.
When you think for the playoff game, what night you think we playing?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. That's why
Saturday
they put
night.
us on Saturday night tonight.
Yep. Saturday night.
Calvin Joseph got to make that interception, man.
Yeah, it's in his hand.
He had the whole world in his hand.
Look at the marketing. Their marketing hurts. Like you know, marketing is good. They really pumping this game up. You know, it's kind of It's kind of crazy because, yeah, like you said, Dwayne. I guess they got this game because they're gonna try to pencil the Cowboys in for next Sunday. I mean next Saturday.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's the way you slow the game down by running the ball. So Eagles was smart. Y'all ahead of me, Wayne. You can tell me. It's
I
okay.
ain't saying nothing, man. I'm breaking open a Bruce.
I know you're happy Corey Clement is back.
Breaking open a brewski, bro. You understand?
Yeah. Is he the only Cowboy player with a ring right now, Corey Clement?
Ain't nobody else on that team got no ring.
No.
All right, here we go. Chuck down, Chuck.
That's my quarterback, Dwayne Morris.
If that's Tony Pollard, we in the house. Yeah. Heard that pop?
Oh,
Now the fun has begun.
this guy's crazy, man.
Cheers to you all. I won't show you what I'm drinking. Just know it's pretty good. Has a cork. That's the pop you heard. Man, I'm different like that. Oh, there's a late holding flag?
Nah. False start.
Listen, he got to stop doing that, man. He did that last week, too. Stop playing with the ball. Louis Riddick, relax.
What Louis Riddick saying?
Relax.
Nah, he basically acting like
Yeah, like that was the end of the world. I thought, you can't start the second play of the game with a false start.
Yeah, Faith, all three of us as Cowboy fans, we doing our football show while we watching the game. I know you're a Cowboy fan, Faith.
Oh, man, please stop overhyping stuff. Where's the sound? I'm turning this.
yeah.
Shut the hell up, Lou Riddick. Go do a team. Get rid of it.
What, Dwayne? You're
What
ahead
a
of me.
pass.
Go ahead. You can say what you need to say.
Oh, Slewfoot said on the catch.
That's a great ball.
Hey, Craig.
Gee whiz.
I was telling Dwayne earlier, the craziest thing is that we don't like said speed, but him and Dak were 6 for 6 last week. 6 attempts and 6
Yeah,
catches.
well,
That's a
this
great
pass,
catch.
that's
That's
a
a great
great
catch.
ball.
Great
That
ball.
was
Great catch.
That was great. Everything on there, pass and catch.
Yeah.
Where was this last week?
Pretty much, Dwayne.
I mean, geez,
Now-
It's been a lot saying the offense is holding back, which I totally disagree.
Why can't we get him on routes like that every week?
I mean, it's so elementary. If he off, you just throw him the ball and let him make a move.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary.
Shit.
I told you it's gonna be 2 drives, y'all.
This 4-down territory right here.
Already?
Yeah. It's 4-down territory, man. Don't be dependent on Greg the leg because he's Greg the peg leg.
Greg need to work out some kinks too.
Greg need to get some loving at home, and then maybe he'll
No,
kick
y'all
him
shut up, please. Shut up. But wait, what was the stat? We lost 3 games by 8 points, and
We lost
he
3 games by a combined 8 points, and in those 3 games he left 14 points on the board.
Lord Jesus.
That you can't run that with Ezekiel Elliott, folks. You got to run that play with Corey Clement. Zeke is not a speed back. That's a speed back play. That was a nice lead block by Corey Clement, but Zeke ain't do nothing with it. So it's a big third down right here. 3rd and 3. They don't have Fletcher Cox or Hargraves. You should be able to run for this first down. Watch Dalton Schultz on this. Empty. Oh, Lord. Watch 75 on the pass rush.
Run draw.
No, that's a terrible ball. That's a terrible ball.
It was
That's
behind him. He was
behind
wide open.
If he throws it in front of him, he may hit his head on the goalpost.
He's been late a lot this year on plays like that.
Oh, my God, he's wide open. Like, throw it in front of him, Dak.
No, he should not make that catch. That's a hard catch to make when your body going one way.
Who said he should make that catch? Lou Riddick?
Greasy.
Yeah, that's why I turned the volume down. You can run draw on 4th and 3. You really can. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Lordy. Can I say something, fellas? I'm going to wait till Quentin sees.
Go ahead.
Did you see what Lael Collins did to that?
I
didn't see nothing. I'm still they showing the play, the 4th down play now.
Yo, he
Watch Lael Collins.
He mauled him.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Who is that? I feel an interception coming, fellas.
Hey, come on, hey Dwayne, don't. Here we go again, Q. You hear this?
I hate to tell y'all. I feel it.
He really said that, Craig.
Yeah.
I feel it on some stupid ass bootleg. Now, can I say something? Quentin, tell me when you see the next play, please.
Why take him out? Let him run the whole game.
Okay, well, you took the words out of my mouth. I was trying to wait for Q to see the play. That was a juiceful run.
Yeah.
You see how fast
he hits the hole faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
fade route. Fade route, please. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
You can say it, bro. We good. Who scored?
Wilson.
Said Wilson.
Listen, that was the easiest drive I've seen in a long time.
This team may score 40 on this Eagle defense. Lord, that's a penalty, though.
That was a pick play like crazy.
That was a pick. That was such a pick. He took the corner out.
And himself.
He gonna miss this extra point.
Ah, Jesus Lord. Dwayne Mars.
Craig, I got a mute button, Craig.
I just want to take this time to tell everybody that we appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. It's something we usually do once a year, and we just decided to do it during the Cowboy game, which is funny.
I know they don't sponsor us, but I won't say the name of the beverage I'm drinking. But Lord, y'all, get y'all some craft beer, man. Now, I'm going to warn everyone on this telecast and my 2 brothers here. What I'm drinking right now is beer. It's 12% alcohol. Just letting you know. Just like, here it is.
So you want to talk about that big announcement, sir?
Well, here's what I want people to understand. This young man is a great young man, 3.9 grade point average. He's already met his requirements at Union High School, so he will be at Ole Miss for this semester. which gives him a great opportunity to participate in off-season workouts, spring practice, with the chance to get on the field this year. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to get on the field as a true freshman in the SEC, but I'm saying it's set up for him to do it. The young man's name is Davison Igbinosun. I'm proud of the young man. He made a choice that was right for him. I know you got a lot of grown men on social media who do better, get better. Got to remember, these are still young people. They making decisions. You 55 years old sitting on your couch talking about a kid failing because he ain't come to Rutgers. Shame on you.
Somebody said that?
It's all over Twitter. It's those jilted Rutgers fans. And people got to remember, man, these are still kids, and they're making decisions that's for them. I know you may be alumni. I know you may be with your red and white pom-poms in Piscataway every Saturday. That's fine. But watch your mouth. Stop being keyboard gangsters. Happy for the kid. The kid feels that the SEC is the best conference. He feels like going to the SEC is going to prepare him for potentially being at the next level. But the good thing about this kid is his major. Folks, his major is not basket weaving. Okay? His major ain't kinesiology. Okay? He's a psychiatry major. He's in the school of psychology. Okay? He's a 3.9 student athlete in every sense of the word. You root for a kid like this. Oh my God.
Faith, you want to come on with us?
Who?
Faith, you want to join the telecast?
Oh, that's a straight pick play. They got to call that fella.
Yeah,
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
He basically picked them off.
Play.
He blocked them.
Yeah, that's a pick play. But I don't think it'll be much defense today because
Craig Walker getting a shout out on the broadcast.
The Cowboys running game.
Oh, what's up? What's up, my man? My man,
Cowboys
boy.
running game. Can't stop the
What's up, fam?
We also blitzing a lot. But hey, folks, man, the key of this game, man, when you lace them up, I don't care who's playing. There's no excuses. You know, you're not gonna get out of me if the Cowboys were to lose this game. Oh well, we ain't have nobody on defense, not like that. No, you once that ball is teed up and kicked off, you are who you are for that night. So the goal is to still win, man. They had a very good offensive series, but their first defensive series was lackluster. That's a good containment on the outside of Boss Man Fat, who's showing flashes, folks. 24 Kelvin Joseph is showing flashes. Now, he got to make that interception, but he's coming up in run support. So we're going to get back to Davison. He's 6'3", 185 pounds. He can play corner. He can play nickel. He can play both safety positions. He doesn't mind coming up and laying a hit on people. He will tackle you. He has very good ball skills. You know, he has loose hips for people that know about that, which means he can get in and out of his brakes. He can get in and out of the swivel. His back pedal, he can get in and out of that stuff. So, you know, I'm proud of him, man.
Is he the biggest recruit out of Union since Tony Stewart, Dwayne? Or you want me to say it? Yeah.
Listen, if you look, and the reason I say yes, if you look at his offers that he got, and then if you think about his Final Four was Big Ten and 3 SEC teams. He's the first player from Union to play in an All-American game of the status. Unfortunately, he didn't get to play due to COVID, but it's major, man. This kid made a major announcement in front of the world on NBC, man. So what it proves to me, right, and everybody got to make their own personal choices, but it shows that you could go to a public school and get to the highest level. You know what I mean?
That is true.
You can go to Union and get to the highest level, all right? You look at Union in the last 10 years, you had a kid go to Western Michigan. You had 3 kids go to Rutgers, and now you have a kid going to Ole Miss. So if you're a little kid in Union and you're playing for the Union Rams or whatever Pop Warner organization you may play for, you could look and say, hey, man, there's some Union kids going big time. But also, which doesn't get as much exposure, there's a bunch of Union kids that have gone Division II and are playing. You got one, a young man named Caleb Holden, who went Division II, lit it up, and now he's on the radar of a lot of NFL teams. You know, and that's no cap. It's no cap. It's been shown that Mr. Caleb Holden has gotten interest from about 5 NFL teams right now that got him on the radar. So you could be from Union, you could have success in Union, and you could go to the next level, man. And that's all we can ask for. Now, I know through the years, Union has gotten really bad raps, you know, and I agree with it. There's a lot of players that came through that program who should have had different opportunities. And, hey, man, some of them ain't even see the letters that came in for them. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. Some of them never knew.
So you saying the custodians was letting people know, like, we got a bag full of letters.
Got a bag full of letters for you, man. They ain't letting you know. That's real, folks. That's not for fake. That's for real. But you're also talking 70s, 80s, 90s, okay? Early 2000s. Everybody knows Lou Grasso is a friend of mine. I'm happy to call him friend, but I could be very objective at the same time. If you look at what he's done, he's been there since 2013. He has players playing in college, man. They're not all playing. There you go. Yeah, open letters too. Listen, it is what it is, man. People don't like to talk about it, but it's true. It's true. There was opportunities out there for our kids that they never even knew about. Their parents never knew about. And it's sad. But the goodness for these players today, you don't need your high school coach. With Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you know, these coaches are going to find you, man. They will find you. You don't need somebody to put a word in for you no more. And that's the goodness of this whole thing.
Yeah.
So how long you expecting this first team offense on the field, Dwayne?
I want them out at halftime. There's no need for them to play in the second half. What you want is for them to get sharp. You want them to try to get right. You know what I mean? But
where was this play last week?
We could go through a lot of players from Union, man, that listen, man, there's a guy that I got a lot of love for, man. And I want to be careful what I say, man, because throw it away, you dweeb. I want to be careful what I say. And, you know, timing is everything. The era in which you grew up in is everything. And what I'm about to say statistically, I don't have nothing to back it. But me personally, I think the best quarterback to ever play for Union High School was Michael Horton. But all he did was turn around and hand off, right? But when he went to college, that man is in the Hall of Fame at his college. Why? Because he lit it up. So it's about opportunities too, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm just glad that these kids are now starting to get opportunities. I'm not glad that my quarterback got a lot of people around his feet. Yeah.
So what is the landscape, Dwayne, a high school football in New Jersey?
What are you saying now?
What is the landscape? How does the landscape look with high school sports in New Jersey?
High school sports as far
football. Let's just say football. I know you and Craig attended Battle of the Beach, and that was great. And now it's going to get bigger.
A lot of talent.
Yeah,
a lot of talent.
I'll let Craig talk because I've been talking a lot, and then I'll follow up after him.
It's a lot of talent in the state of New Jersey. It's a lot of good teams, and now playing down to one group champion, you're gonna get a lot of good matchups.
Can you explain that a little bit further, Craig? Because that's what I was.
Okay. Now, before we would play down to a sectional championship, and then just recently they added a bowl game where North 1 will play North 2 and Central will play South. But now they added an extra game where the winner of North 1 and North 2 and the winner of Central and South will play each other for the group championship, like in basketball, baseball. So I think now more than ever, football has become more exciting in the state of New Jersey.
So it's
because
going to come down to, it's going to be 4 group champions now.
Yes, 5.
So it's 5 groups in New Jersey. So it's going to be a champion for each group.
Yes.
It's really going to be, what you'll have is 6 true champions. Okay? Really 7. I'm sorry. You're going to have 7 true champions.
Right, because you got parochial A.
Your 5 groups, and you'll have parochial A and parochial B. So now, if you in Cape May County, you could play somebody from Bergen County for the Group 2 championship.
Let me ask you, Dwayne. I know that was something that you always wanted to.
Before we talk about that, get our defense ready because this dweeb ain't making this field goal. You kidding me?
On this grass,
thinking that this dweeb gonna make a 48-yard field goal? It's no
how
way.
come we didn't try to run the ball? This is a game you try to get your running game going. He made that shit. Oops, excuse my language.
Let me ask you, Dwayne. So
this is the thing, right? And I was thankful to be a part of the Battle of the Beach this year. Me and my brother here, Craig, we went down. We had 2 days. The weather was bad, but Craig was out there politicking like his name was Barack Obama. So it's a good thing, man, because we made some connections. You know what I'm saying? And got to meet a lot of these guys. And you know what was very interesting to me, Quentin Ford? There are people in South Jersey that will tell you, I've never been past Exit 7. On the turnpike. They've never been past Exit 7. So I said to them, man, you never been past Exit 7 on the turnpike? Why? They was like, for what? There's nothing up there for us. They feel like up north, we don't give them the respect that they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I will say this. I love where I'm from. From Union, Vauxhall, Union, whatever way you want to slice it. There's a lot to do where we're from. There's a lot of things to see. We can go to Broadway, okay? We can go to Broad Street and Market and see something that looked like it should be on Broadway.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that's one of the biggest issues is the North Jersey football and South Jersey football? They haven't really played against each other, and most don't really care what goes on down there. Down there don't care what goes on up here. That's an issue.
Here's the thing, and this may get me in trouble, okay? They are more passionate for high school football in South Jersey than they are in North Jersey. In South Jersey, high school football is the thing to do. You got to understand, man, like in towns like Millville, Vineland, a lot of them is...
Roy, you're hilarious, man.
A lot of them are very, it's a lot of, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of rural areas in South Jersey. So football in South Jersey is almost like football in the South, bro. Like me and Craig, man, we went to the Battle of the Beach, right? It was in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Nice beach, by the way.
Nice beach, beautiful stadium.
Boardwalk.
All right. We missed the Friday. We were there for Saturday. It was bad weather. Sunday, it was flooding everywhere. Okay. They didn't cancel the tournament. People packed up in their cars, me and Craig included, and drove from the shore to the footsteps of Philadelphia.
That's right.
And when we got there, people found out that there was a doubleheader there. Man, let me tell you something. People came from everywhere. Stop me when I'm lying, Craig.
So it was an unannounced doubleheader going on that got moved there because of the weather. And then the crowd, not only did the crowd follow, but more people came.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And see, and I'm gonna tell you something else. They have an ESPN radio station in South Jersey, and they play their games live on Friday night on the radio.
98.7. See my guy, Mike Gill.
It's 97.3.
97.
Wow. I forget
Yeah.
they didn't change the station. I know in down there by Hamilton.
Right. That's what it is.
I remember 98.7.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they play their games live on the radio, and then they have a high school show on the radio down there, so they're very in tune to high school football down there. They love their high school football down there.
So what is your buddy Mike Dribble, Dwayne?
Mark Tribble.
Mark Tribble. Explain what he does.
Mark Tribble is a great resource and advocate, and Devontae Smith is beating Boss Man Fat like a drum right now. He's a great advocate for South Jersey athletics, especially South Jersey football. He does a podcast live on Facebook every Wednesday night, and he also does one on Sunday mornings. He gives out a weekly award where it's called the Hats Off Award, where he has like a Coon Sooth hat. Did I say that right? I don't know what those styles of hat. And he gives it out to kids or whatever. And he's great, man. And I've been blessed to be on his show. I've been blessed to communicate with him a lot. And he's a great advocate, man. But what I'm saying is, I truly believe this is going to take New Jersey high school football to an even different level.
Yeah.
It's going to be a deliver. Like when we was down there, man, and people had questions, they were like, "Oh, Union, New Jersey, y'all a school that play on the roof?" And I was like, "No, that's Union City." So they had no idea what a Scotch Plains was. They had no idea what a Woodbridge was. And,
Right.
And when you look at it, right, New Jersey is not that big of a state. But it's almost like it is because they have, and the same token, I don't know all those schools down there and the teams down there. So it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to bring the state together. And I look forward to it, man. I hope it's a successful thing.
Yeah. I think that I second what you said. I think this is big for high school football in New Jersey, playing down to one group champion. There's a lot of things they could do. They could play the sectional finals at, North 1 at Montclair, North 2 at Kane, Central at TCNJ, and South at Rowan, and then play each semifinals of the group at one of those places as choice, then play the finals at Rutgers, because Rutgers is in the center of the state. So you're gonna get more fans. You're gonna have a lot more interest in high school football with this playing down to one group champion.
Again, I'm gonna say something that's not gonna be popular, especially for our teams that play in the Big North. And for what people don't understand what I'm saying in the Big North, that's the big non-group, non-public Group A.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talks about MetLife. Let's go to MetLife. It's a great experience for the kids. It's a great experience for the coaches to play at MetLife Stadium, right? But from pure atmosphere and crowd, it's too big of a venue.
Right.
This is a venue that seats 78,000, almost 80,000, and then you may get 10,000 at a game there, but it don't look like it. But if you go to these local colleges, your Montclair States, your Canes, your TCNJ, your Rowans, that 10,000 feels like 100,000.
Do you think
there on top of each other?
Do you guys think
North
Jersey?
Great atmosphere.
Y'all think North Jersey could ever do anything like the Battle of the Beach? Like just have like a little mini tournament, or
they do what's called the Rumble at the Rowden, and they do that at Rutgers. This year, Zone 6 football did a Zone 6 Classic, which was held at Montclair State. It was a 2-day. 2 games each day. So there are showcases up in North Jersey.
Right.
Battle of the Beach, that's a 3-day, 11 games, man. 11 games in 3 days.
Whew.
You know, you get 4 games, $10. You get a band. You don't have to stay in there. You could go to Atlantic City between games and come back, still have your band. Now you got to pay for parking again. That's a risk that you could take. But it's right there on the boardwalk. You know, I'm a big advocate for the Battle of the Beach. Not that the Rumble of the Rowden is a bad thing, because it's not. It's an amazing tournament too. And the Zone 6 tournament will only get better. So it's good that our kids are showcased like that. It's usually week 0. So it's a good thing, man. It's good.
Right.
Okay.
You know, it's one thing to see it on the TV and on the computer, but actually going down there, it was a real good experience. A real good experience. And you meet a lot of people. It was just a good experience. They did a good job. So it's only going to get bigger and better.
Hey, Dan Quinn, you got to know you don't. All right, that's too much.
Why?
Yeah, why I'm getting echo from you, Dwayne?
I don't know where that feedback coming from.
Yeah, it's
But
good now.
Dan Quinn, you don't have Michael Parsons. You can't be doing dog blitches and asking Lake and Vander Esch to, oh, God, yeah, you can't hit him in the head, Donovan Wilson. Come on. You know better than that. That's forcible contact to the head. But we making Tyree Jackson look like Kellen Winslow in his first NFL game ever. Like, he's big. You want to guard him? Now, listen, I mean, we got Luke Gifford playing linebacker, so I'm not going to go too crazy. Hey, way to feel, Luke Gifford, while I'm making fun of you.
It just always seemed funny when you talk about good players from South Jersey. It just always seemed like they were always in a different world than the players up north.
Well, it's because we didn't give them enough respect, man. But if you look at South Jersey, and if you look along the landscape of college football, man, more South Jersey cats is putting on.
Best guard in the NFL might be from South Jersey, right?
Yep. Well, he's from
Redmond. You mean in
Redmond.
basketball?
No, football. Best left guard.
Oh, he really from the shore though.
What about the best running back?
The shore don't consider. That's another funny thing that South Jersey don't consider the shore a part of them.
Nope.
They consider them the shore. You know.
Dwayne, Faith got something for you, Dwayne. You'll like this.
We could do that.
You could do it now, Faith. Just ask Dwayne by game and I'll put it up.
Now, Faith, don't put no money on this now and then come back and haunt me down. That's a nice tackle, Donovan Wilson.
Yeah, that's a damn good tackle.
It's a nice tackle, man. It's good to see some of the young players flying around for the Cowboys. You got Kelvin Joseph out there. You got Nyshawn Wright. He's out there. Gifford is out there. It's good to see. Second half, this will be a glorified preseason game, I truly believe. Oh, well, I really appreciate you having that faith in me. I got a niece named Faith, so I'm partial.
Faith, you better ask him now before it becomes end of the third quarter when we just trying to fill in the show. You better ask him now before he get on that third one.
No, it's a one drink maximum tonight for me, folks. And I
asked her, does she want to join the show? She must ain't check her inbox. I'd have sent her the link. She could have joined the show with us.
So it's gonna be fun, man. Like, I don't know. I think New Jersey high school sports is doing some things good. there's one thing that I'm a little disappointed in New Jersey high school sports about. I love the Tournament of Champions for basketball and for track and even for baseball, and they're taking that away. You know, I don't know how Craig feels about that, but I'm not too happy.
Were they
about
taking
that.
the TSC away?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no more TLC.
because what they're saying is it's always the same teams in the TSC, and they want and a lot of coaches said they'd rather have an extra week to play another team because they just saying it's dominated by the same team, so they got rid of it.
Faith, let me explain something to you, young lady. I'm gonna call you a young lady. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Listen, my hair nappy. I got a black thermal on. I got flip flops on, and some basketball shorts. This ain't a
Come on,
fashion. Come on
just
here with us.
come on the show and talk.
No judgment zone. Look at my hair is nappy. You want to see? My hair nappy as hell. That's why I got the hat on. All right. You family, come on in. Come on in. It's like going to the cookout. Come on in.
Come as you are.
Easy. Easy, brother Ford. So, yeah, man.
Craig, this guy's crazy, yo.
So it's y'all know I'm an advocate.
So Dwayne, I want to ask you a question about Monday's big game.
Oh,
Monday's
Brother
big
Walker's
game.
team is playing in a huge game.
You know what the best thing that can happen to me on Monday?
what?
Everybody gets all excited. It's love in the air. The atmosphere is great. There's a damn brownout, and the game can't be played. Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Is that it sounds like a little bit of hate and jealousy.
It's
like,
jealousy. Okay, it's my team got mollywopped on New Year's Eve. I cried in my milk. I had a player get thrown down on the ground, and the other player for the other team looked at our bench and did like that. And our team did nothing. If you came down to Midtown Miller doing stuff like that, they almost would have had to take you out in the body bag.
Well, Q. Well, Monday night's the night. There's no excuses. We just
how you
got to
feeling,
come out
Brother
there.
Walker? It's been over 30 years since y'all won the chip, man.
40. It's been 42 years. I mean,
1980.
we've been there 4 years ago and lost in overtime, and now we got another shot at these guys. Got to make it count. You got to play football. I mean, it's nothing
Make
like
it last forever and
listen,
ever.
listen. Ain't nothing we could do. I mean, we know the teams know each other. Just play football.
Man, get Ezekiel Elliott out of this game. Please, can we please get Zeke the hell out of this game, man? He has no juice, man. He's not juiceful.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now. His knee is more serious than what they leading on. He has no juice. let Ito Smith and
Faith, what game we starting with? You want to start with the Washington football team and the New York Giants? Jake Fromm will be starting for the Giants. Hold on. Give me 1 second, folks. We're going to do this right now. Hold on. I'm going to do it for you. Just give me 1 second. Make it last forever and ever.
We still got your volume on, Dwayne.
That's right. And I'm giving you a nice little song. All right. Hold on. We're going to do this right now because me and Quentin ain't going to do a show in the morning. So you ask and you shall receive. So I hope you are paying attention. I'm just going to give you a little bit of every game. All right. First 1 o'clock game. The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. Understand that this game is basically going to be a preseason football game. Baker Mayfield's not playing. Joe Burrow's not playing. So if you're a betting man or woman, I say pass on this game because, okay, well, that's what I like. You're still younger than me, so I'm right on board. All right, so here we go. I got you now. We're going to go through this, babe. I'm going to take it slow, and if you want me to stop and ask any questions, I will. So 1 o'clock, Bengals, Browns. Again, no Joe Burrow, no Baker Mayfield. It's going to be interesting, man. The Bengals don't really have a lot to play for. I'm sorry, Faith. I'm sorry. I just saw the most amazing I just saw the most amazing catch and run that it stopped me in my tracks because I thought he was going to die coming across the middle like that. And it's still another bad ball, man.
Behind him.
Brady
He's not
Cook
throwing the
gonna
ball.
get somebody hurt, man. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna go with the Browns. And the only reason I'm gonna go with the Browns because the Bengals have nothing to play for. And I just don't think they want to get anybody hurt. And I think they're going to use it as a preseason game. Okay. Next game, Packers at the Lions. I don't know. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play. And if he does play, it's going to be a couple of series. But I think the Packers are just that much better than the Lions. And I think the Packers are going to win the game. And then they get a nice week off. And everything in NFC is going to have to go through Lambeau. Somebody just asked me a question. Why are you guys not saving Zeke for the playoffs?
What are you saving him
Zeke
for? A
need to
week?
play.
You saving him for a week, y'all? Stop it. Like, I mean,
Did
at the
he
end of the
fumble
day,
that? Or was his knee down? I think
at
he
the end of
fumbled.
the day, they're getting them reps.
I think he fumbled. Did he fumble, Greg, or was his knee down?
I don't know. I'm watching the replay now. You're ahead of me. He's down.
He down. They challenging it?
Let's see.
No, that's out.
Yeah, that's out.
No,
he got. He held it. He's down.
He held it.
He's down.
Started coming out, he regained it, and then he was down.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're getting the team reps. This is
Right.
the first, Dwayne. This is the second game. What most people don't know, we talk about it, and I'm only discussing it for the sake of the show. This is the second time that this line has played together in 2 years. So, the line.
What line?
The line, the Cowboys' offensive line has not.
Tyron Smith's not playing, sir.
Oh, well, that even explains it even more.
Yeah, Tyron Smith's not playing.
Thank you, Dwayne, for the correction. That even explains
Tyron
it even more.
Tyron Still's playing.
And if you know anything about watching the Cowboys, and I know most people don't watch the Cowboys or will watch them just to hate on them, the line has been the inconsistent problem the last 8-9 weeks. That's why the team has been struggling. Dak is not comfortable. I know he throws bad passes, but if you look at him, he's not comfortable in the pocket. He has happy feet.
And that's why he's not stepping up in his throw.
Okay. Can we please get back to the young lady that's patiently waiting?
You're the one that said.
I'm sorry, Faith. I'm sorry.
You started talking about the fumble.
No, this is for Faith now. Stop it. So, Packers. I like the Packers over the Lions, Faith. I do. Even though they don't have anything to play for. Bears, Vikings, which may be one of my favorite coaches last stand, Mike Zimmer, the head coach of the Vikings. The Bears, I believe, will be starting Andy Dalton. I think Kirk Cousins should be back from COVID. I think the Vikings play hard. I think the Vikings get the win. I think it's one of those NFC North games. It's ugly, but I like the Vikings. Washington football team versus the New York football Giants. Washington football team. Giants are starting Jake Fromm for the second time. They have no offense. Kenny Golladay, they pay how many millions of dollars did they pay for this man? He's not caught an offensive touchdown, a touchdown period, since he's been on this team this year. Washington, I know a lot of people say injuries and stuff like that to their defense, but Washington was a very hyped team coming into the season that did not meet the mark. But I do feel they'll finish at 7-10. I like Washington over the Giants. I don't think it's going to be a close game. The Giants can't get out of their way offensively. They may keep it close defensively, but they can't get out of their way on offense. Indianapolis Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Colts will be playing for playoff seeding. They can improve their seed in the playoffs. Jacksonville is a 2-win team. I like Indianapolis tomorrow. I like them to beat them. I don't think you'll see a lot of Carson Wentz tomorrow, just to get him healthy. So I do like them. Steelers Ravens, which would be the last game, potentially the last football game in Pittsburgh for Ben Roethlisberger, which to me would be his last football game in the NFL, because I don't see any other team signing him after this year. The Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson. Even though the Hudley kid has been playing well, it's hard not having Lamar Jackson. I think Big Ben goes out on top. Don't be surprised if Big Ben wins this game and his teammates try to carry him off the field after it to close a great career. Two-time Super Bowl champion, borderline Hall of Fame. I shouldn't say borderline. He's probably going to get in. But great career for Big Ben. Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. A lot on the line for the Titans. They win. They take the first seed in the AFC. So they're going to play hard tomorrow. And I think they take care of the Texans. I think they get the number 1 seed. I think they get the bye in the playoffs. And everything will have to go through Tennessee. So I like that. Saints Falcons. Should be a good game. Saints still have an outside chance to make it into these playoffs. So they need this one. They're 8-8. The Falcons are 7-9. I like the Saints to go in there and win this game and potentially, get them a berth into the playoffs. It's going to be hard, but they may get a berth into the playoffs. Jets, Buffalo Bills. This is a big game for the Bills because they're still in it with the Patriots to win the AFC East. The Jets played hard last week. I think their coach let them down last week. But I like Buffalo big tomorrow in the 425 game. I think they'll make a statement. I think they'll be clicking on all cylinders as they go into the playoffs. And they were my preseason pick to go to the Super Bowl, Buffalo. And I'm still riding with them to go to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to put it all together in the postseason. So I think Buffalo wins big. And I don't know who has the tiebreaker if they both win. Do New England got the tiebreaker or do Buffalo?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know offhand, Dwayne.
We'll have to look at that. But it's a big game nonetheless. All right. The game that I'm looking forward to watching the most tomorrow. It's a 425 game on Fox. It's the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams. Now, if the Rams win this game, they secure the number 3 seed. If they lose it, they go to 5. Now, the bad thing for the Rams is the San Francisco 49ers have dominated them in the last 9 times that they played against each other. So for me, this has to be, it's crazy to say a team is 12-4, and this has to be a get-right game for them. But I think it's a get-right game for the Rams. I think they got to prove that they could beat the 49ers. I think it's big for their psyche. And another thing that could potentially happen if things fall right, these two teams could be seeing each other again next week. So I think the Rams need to go in there, and I think they need to take care of the 49ers. I'm going to go with the Rams. I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be playing. I know Trey Lance played well last week, but I think the Rams need to make a statement going into the playoffs. And I like them over the 49ers.
If the Saints win it and the 49ers lose, don't the Saints go to the playoffs over the 49ers?
This is true, Craig. This is true. So they're still live. It's a good point. You can eliminate a team that has been your nemesis. So it's a very good – Brother Walker, that's why I keep you around, man. That's why I keep you around, man. Jeez. Thank you, man. You was the best. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. The 4 o'clock window tomorrow is excellent. The 1 o'clock, not so much. The 4 o'clock window, hey, this Patriot Dolphins game is big. Again, it's for the AFC East. Upset special. I'm taking the Dolphins tomorrow over the Patriots. Taking the Dolphins to finish the season over 500. They beat Mac Jones and the Patriots, and they give the Buffalo Bills the AFC East title.
Will this knock the Patriots out the playoffs?
No. They're in. They're already in.
They're in.
But they want to win the division.
They want to win the division, but they're in. So, very intriguing game. Listen, the Seahawks-Cardinals game is very intriguing because the Cardinals can still win the NFC West if the Rams were to lose to the 49ers. Okay? So, they're going against Russell Wilson. And my call out right now is this will be the last game that Russell Wilson wears a Seattle Seahawks uniform. He will not be a Seattle Seahawks quarterback next year. Next year, Russell Wilson will be playing at MetLife Stadium.
And he finally spoke on it. He finally spoke on it during the week, and they talked about him and Snyder and Carroll sitting down after the end of the season and deciding where the direction of the franchise is going to go for, which I thought was good.
The direction is that Russell Wilson will be in New York for the New York Football Giants. Sierra will be back on Broadway and on Hot 97 and Power 105.1. You know, he's doing it for Sierra. And future little son, man, he got bars. So we got to get him over there by Funk Flex and all those. And as I'm joking and saying some funny things, man, prayers go out to DJ K Slay, man. We thinking about you, man. We want you to beat this thing, man.
What, he got COVID?
Prayers up for K Slay, who's not doing too good, man. He's fighting, and we hope that he continues to fight. I like the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals to win this game over the Seahawks. And the Cardinals will be, if they win and the Rams win, the Cardinal goes back into Arlington on probably Saturday night. And they got to feel good about it after what they did to the Cowboys last week. So, you know, so that should be a good game. Panthers, Buccaneers, it means something for the Bucs. They need to try to secure that number 2 seed. So I think they're going to come out. Tom Brady, you had all that AB stuff. I think the team's going to rally. And I like Tampa Bay to beat Carolina. Now, Sunday night football. It's for all the marbles. Chargers, Raiders. Win, and you're in. Lose, and you're probably going home. So, Faith, I hope this helped you. I like the Raiders in the Sunday night game. I hope this helped you.
Wow.
I ran through it pretty quick. But if you got any questions for me, put them in our chat, and I'll try to answer.
Wow.
After that big rundown, that deserves a squig.
Dwayne, let me ask you a question about the something about the game. I want you. Matter of fact, Craig, you could elaborate as well.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference with the Cowboys having Cedric Wilson in the game than Gallup? And what they both do?
They're both slew-footed. Okay, Michael
No, Gallup is actually fast, Dwayne.
Michael Gallup's not a burner, but he stretches the field more. Cedric Wilson is going to be better in intermediate routes. Okay. That's all I got. Do I have them all? Browns, Green Bay Vikings, Washington Coast Titans, Saints. That is correct. And if it's wrong, blame me. Don't blame anybody else. Blame me because I gave them to you. You come back on here and you reach out to Quentin and you say, you know what? That dude you had on there talking about these games is a clown. And I will take that. But I hope it helps. And if it doesn't work out, blame me. And if it works out, you take all the credit because you made the picks.
So let me. So what's the difference in? I know that Michael Gallup's favorite play is the go route. Cedric can play the slot, and I think it allows.
That is a hold in America. Jesus.
I think it allows CeeDee Lamb and Cooper to get off a little bit different.
Now, this is my problem with the NFL. You had a player on the Dallas Cowboys that had to look at the ref. Thank you. You had a player on the Cowboys who had to look at the ref and say, "Did you just see that?" And then the ref threw the flag. That shouldn't have took the player saying anything to him. And why didn't Mike McCarthy take the penalty? You don't got to have me. It's all for you, Faith. Don't worry about me. I want you to succeed. That's it. We used to have a slogan, and we had to scrap that slogan. So that slogan, I want to make an announcement to all of Let's Talk too. There's a slogan that used to be said on this platform. It will no longer be said due to copyright, due to pettiness. Yeah, I'm starting tonight.
Oh,
so
Lord.
It will not be said anymore. But we just got to learn to love, care, and support one another. So that's all that matters. That's all I have to say about that. Quentin Ford.
What?
Hi, Quinton.
Yeah. So let me ask you. So, Craig, what's the difference between Cedric Wilson and Gallup?
Seems like as slow as Cedric Wilson is, he do get open. He's a good route runner. I mean, Gallup he makes the most difficult catches and misses the easy catches.
Yes.
I mean, Cedric Wilson is slow. I mean, but yet in this game,
open.
He's wide. He's always open. Maybe teams don't pay attention to him.
One of the things I think I've noticed about him is that he allows you to put all three of the receivers when Cedric Wilson could play all the positions. Gallup is not a slot receiver.
No, he's not.
So it allows Lamb, because him and a tight end in the inside, tearing up the inside is a problem. And it allowed Lamb to do the deep ends and as well as Cooper.
In Philadelphia tonight for a game that don't really mean anything.
I know they really highlighting Kelsey because it's his big. All these games started I know they ain't got much to talk about, but come on.
I mean, that is a nice streak though, but it's kind of fugazi because he played one game and then got the hell out of there. Oh Lord, we can't stop the run, man. We cannot stop the run. Jeez, 3rd and 5, and they ran that right down our throat. Mm-hmm. So here's what I would like to see, because the Eagles are probably about to score right here and make this a 17 game. I would like a nice 2-minute drill out of the Cowboys offense here, and then don't see them in the second half. Because now we got a linebacker that's hurt. And we don't need him hurt. Because it's a miracle to me that this young man made it through the season. Is this his first season where he ain't missed a game?
Yeah.
He hurting, though. You can see. I always worry about that.
Well, that's because Kenyon Neal came in there just trying to blow up the plane. He blew his man up.
Watch the shovel pass. They beat you on it on that first touchdown. Now, this is a concern I have for the Dallas Cowboys going into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They do not contain the outside. They always knifing in. Why are you knifing in right there? First of all, who is that? Donovan Wilson? When you got a tight end like that, you got to get to his outside shoulder. Why are you lining up on the inside of him? He easily lets you seal. But this is where you miss Javon Kearse and you miss Micah Parsons. Because that right there was just an alignment error by Donovan Wilson. So tonight you're asking Donovan Wilson to do things that he's not accustomed to doing.
You're always outside shoulder of the man.
You got a tight end, man. Like, move to the outside shoulder. You see where the tight end is. And this Gardner Minshew is really starting to piss me off. Dude, this is not the Super Bowl, Gardner Minshew. Relax, man. You sit there pumping your fist like you going to Disney World at the end of this game. You're not. But yeah, man. So Craig Walker, give me your playoff predictions and your Super Bowl predictions.
NFC Championship. Ugh. I don't trust Dallas, even though they're my team. I'm gonna go Green Bay versus the Rams. And in the AFC, oh God, that's up for grabs.
Honestly, it ain't nothing to it.
I'm gonna say AFC.
You know, I happen to have it. Praise the Lord. Oh, my shut up.
I'm gonna say Buffalo, Kansas City.
Super Bowl?
I got a feeling that one of the
I'm
I don't
gonna
wanna make
say Buffalo, Green Bay.
I don't want to make a prediction on the championship or the Super Bowl yet. Because we'll most likely do a show, Craig, and I appreciate you giving us a heads up. But I got a feeling that Kansas City or Green Bay is not going to make it to the championship game, their conference championship game. I got a feeling one of those teams is going to get knocked off. Kansas City, in my opinion, have been playing dangerous for 3 years.
Doing
They're
the show
always down by
with
10.
Craig, bro.
They're always down by 10 in the playoffs.
It's on.
And it's
I'll send you the link.
Eventually it's going to catch up to them. And they said something today I thought was interesting. Patrick Mahomes never played a road playoff game.
No, that's a great.
That's going to eventually happen. How you're down double digits and lose. So it's interesting on what is going to happen. Dwayne, who did you invite to the show? Can't hear you, sir.
He's not even on. So you don't. You know what? I think the Titans are gonna have the number 1 seed.
Dwayne, who did you invite to the show?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. They're gonna be in the studio sitting there.
Let them play.
So what you say? You see the Titans going to Super Bowl, Craig?
No. I said they're going to have home field advantage. They're winning tomorrow. They'll be the number 1.
Exactly. So I think the Chiefs, always being down by 10 points in the playoff game, is going to catch up to them. Denver had them today. And then depending on the health of Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, it could be interesting. Because they got them lower leg injuries. And them lower leg injuries could be, as Dwayne said, you get a hammy. A hammy could destroy Tyreek Hill because he ain't got the speed to be able to destroy you. And he can make it worse.
Should I be concerned about Dak Prescott passes being batted down the last couple of weeks?
No.
All right, because he's locking in on receivers. And let me tell you something else. It's a good thing that ball got batted down because where he was throwing it, it had got picked. That joker is gas. Get him out the game. He landed on his head, too. Get him out the game. Great block by Dalton Schultz. Oh, nice jump cut. Oh, nice block by CeeDee Lamb. But Zeke got a concussion. He may not even be able to play next week. He in concussion protocol. It should be the 32 show tonight, folks.
Yeah.
He ain't jump cut like that in 6 years.
Yo, his body.
I think the Cowboys is dropping Dak Prescott back too much.
In his drops?
Look at this nigga run, man. Get him the ball.
Whoa, FCC.
Craig.
Cole, excuse my language. I'm sorry.
Let my boy.
Well, you know what's funny is the N-word does not
Let my boy.
bother
It's not
YouTube
protected.
algorithms, which is crazy
It's not
because
protected.
it's certain words they allow you to use, but the N-word is okay.
They're gonna get Zach leg fucked up. Oh, again, leg messed up.
Craig, now you good? You good?
Craig, you losing your mind. Y'all be thinking it's me. You're losing your mind. I'm on the best behavior tonight.
Nah, man, they just run the ball, please.
Yeah, run the ball with Corey.
I mean, come on. It's gonna
I
take
want to see Ito Smith, man.
Craig is the lineman. What happens when the linemen get tired and DBs get tired? The linebackers get tired, Craig? They start rolling on the ground.
Rolling on the ground, man.
Dwayne, you wanted to see this 2-minute offense here.
Swear, like, what's the like? Never mind. Let them do them. But I tell you what, who got the ball first? The Cowboys?
Nah, the Eagles. Eagles.
I bet.
Cowboys went on defense.
They better put Cooper Rush in there. In the
second half should be a Cooper Rush game. Not to be confused with Color Rush. You like what I did there? Do you like what I did there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let my boy in, Q.
It's not even on the link. So you telling me to let somebody in that's not even in the studio. So I don't know what they telling you. They're not even in the studio.
You got to fight for your right to party.
Nowhere near.
Please.
Huh?
Por favor.
Uno momento?
Yes, please.
Okay.
See. No, I sent you the link, man. Come on.
I was driving. I'm gonna do it in 2 seconds.
All right.
Boy. Oh boy. I know that voice.
He sit up here acting like a 1 minute man.
You're so stupid.
Let me just say, this is a special brew that only comes out once a year. Okay? It's a wonderful brewing company in Pennsylvania. I feel, what was the name of that song? Feeling groovy, yay. I like this. I'm feeling groovy, yay. Okay? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Get rid of it!
Offsides.
Offsides on who, Craig?
The Eagles.
Thank you, Jesus. Did he catch it? Did he get his feet down? Feeling groovy, yeah. I can't find my remote. That was a hell of a ball by Rain Dakota, man.
And it also could have been what you call it. Unprotected receiver.
He didn't get his feet down. No. Run the fucking ball.
Hey, Dwayne!
Hey, Craig, your volume is kind of tripping.
It is. But is it okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to turn it down.
Run the ball.
See, I watch these games with y'all, and the bad side of me come out. I gotta bite my tongue.
I don't like it. I don't like it, fellas. I don't like it.
Yeah, we gotta run it. Like, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. We gotta run the ball.
What's up with the sound on this feed?
Craig, it's your volume.
Is it all right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dwayne, come back in for a second.
Adam.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of y'all volume. I'm getting feedback myself.
Adam.
I'm gonna turn the TV down. How is it now?
He missed
Right.
it. He missed
Hey,
it.
Ab,
What's up, fellas?
we can't
missed
see
it.
you, bro.
He
Can you
missed
see me
it.
now?
Look
How you
at
doing?
Ab.
He missed it. This jerk missed the extra point, man. Get rid of this jerk. Every week he misses a kick. I'm telling you, he's gonna cost us in the playoffs, man.
Hang in there, Dwayne. It's gonna be all right.
He's gonna cost us in the playoffs. This jerk.
No, he's not.
You can't
No,
miss
he's
that.
not.
I mean, and he missed
He'll be
it bad.
fine.
He missed it bad. Ab got the bubble goose on. What's up, Ab?
Hey, man, life is good, man. I'm out here just trying to live my best life. I'm out here in these streets, morning sesame.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Did
okay.
you see that right there? And they
What?
keep talking about our offense. They've scored a touchdown on their last 11 red zone drives.
You know what I would absolutely love, Dwayne. Speaking of your kicker, I would love to see your kicker miss a field goal in the playoff.
He's muted, y'all. He's muted. You invited Ab to this for him to say something like that? He's muted. We can see his
Listen,
picture, but he can't talk.
There's a chance.
He's on a
There's
30-second
chance
mute.
it can happen.
Look at him. Look at him, Craig.
All right, here it is. Playoff picture. Hold
He
on.
laughing.
Hey, Ab, you're back.
Too kind.
Yeah, so it's the 49ers and the Saints. That's it.
Yeah.
The 49ers lose, they
The
out
playoffs is locked up.
if the Saints win.
AFC and NFC, except for one spot.
One
No,
spot in
AFC
the
is still open.
Yep.
NFC is down to two teams. The 49ers and the Saints.
Okay.
Lord, man, why we can't stop the run?
Dwayne, relax. It's like a preseason game. Relax. It's gonna be all right. Like, all jokes aside, I think y'all are gonna go far in the playoffs. Like, I'm gonna stop being a Cowboy hater for a second and be an NFL and just a football fan. I think y'all really, really got a really good shot.
Hey,
I think y'all
Nation,
could
right.
beat
I know it's
anybody.
offside
I think
on
y'all
us.
could beat anybody. I think y'all could beat any of the 14 teams. And when I
Yeah,
say
but
that,
I
I
don't
mean
trust.
in the NFC and AFC.
I don't trust our field goal kicker in a close spot.
Well, guess what? The way y'all played these last couple of weeks, even though y'all lost one, I don't think a field goal will be a deciding factor in y'all winning or losing.
Well, we lost last week because we missed the kick.
No, guess what? That yeah, I guess.
You
We
missed
got
that?
3 games that we lost by a total of 8 points combined. In those 3 games, he's left 14 points on the field.
Yeah, well, y'all lost. Y'all won a couple of squeakers too. First time y'all played us, made us look like we was a good team.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
As a Giant fan that you are, do you think the whole thing needs to be blown up, or you okay with Joe Judge coming back?
No, get rid of him. Draft another quarterback. Draft O-lineman. Come to an agreement with Saquon. Like 5 years with a losing season, 5 straight years. Remember a couple years ago, everybody, oh, it's Eli. It's Eli. Eli's bad. That's okay. I said, be careful what you ask for.
Have a
Because
good
guess
night,
what, Giants
Faith.
fans?
Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
Y'all
and
got
we're
it.
going to do it tomorrow. We're going to do it.
Q, you think the Giants should blow the whole thing up?
I think the Giants should blow it up. I think you need a GM from the outside. I think when you get these GMs that has been in the organization, I think it's going to be status quo.
Yep.
I think the Giants is in a real serious tricky situation because of Saquon with his contract coming up. Do you overpay him? Do you trade him?
You can't. You can't overpay him.
I mean, you can't overpay him, but he may feel like he's worth the money that he's supposed to get. Top 5 back in the league.
Saquon, you've done nothing. Is he in the top 5?
But
Like, where is
has
he
he
at?
done?
I don't even know where he's ranked right
But
now.
I'm asking you, has he done nothing because it's the line's fault, or has he done nothing because the
Possibly.
quarterback hasn't progressed?
Well, he better figure it out, whatever it's going to be.
He just
And
hasn't
then-
been healthy enough.
Then when you look at
And
the
that's
Giants
not his
draft
fault.
capital,
But you can't
it's no
help your
big
team
time
from the
quarterbacks
top.
coming.
Yeah.
It's no big
Yes.
time quarterbacks coming, but they have to draft a quarterback. They got 2 picks in the first 10.
Saquon
Let me
Barkley's
tell
gonna
you
be
something.
Saquon Barkley gonna be a Buffalo Bill.
And they also said that Christian
That's fine,
McCaffrey
too.
might be on the block too.
Listen, maybe we need to try to go get Lamar Jackson. I don't know if Baltimore going to re-sign him. Maybe we need to go try to go get Deshaun Watson.
But what does
We
Lamar
have to-
Jackson do for you, Ab?
Win games.
When
At least
don't
we
you
win some
want
games.
Russell Wilson? Why don't you take Russell Wilson?
I'll take him too. If there's a top 10, 15 quarterback out there that's a free agent or going to be a free agent, I'll take him. I want him. We are in dire straits right now, man.
So would you give up those 2 number 1s for Russell Wilson?
Both of them? How old is Russ?
33,
31. Or 33?
32 or 33.
I might, man. Both of them now? I gotta get something else in return, not just
You getting
not
Russell
just
Wilson.
Russ.
They telling you to
Yeah,
keep
but-
Danny Dimes, but you giving them. Would you give up Danny Dimes and in the beginning number 1 for Russell Wilson? You're giving up 2 number 1s to get a premier quarterback in the league.
Let's go.
Would you do it in 1 year, or would you wait? You'll
Yes.
scatter the years.
Take some
Hold on one
shots
sec.
down the field. He shanked that.
Just put the second team in next half.
It don't matter because Greg DeLay gonna miss the field goal. Oh, okay. Thank you. But we're gonna be here a long time, baby. Tell her, Q. She may not want to hang out with us.
We got a whole nother half of football.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Call your timeout. That's it. After this, Dak, put your coat on and you just watch the game.
Craig.
Huh?
Craig.
Yeah.
Craig.
Yeah.
Craig. What did Dak Prescott just do?
Step up.
Stepped up and drove the ball down the field.
He stepped up.
He's more comfortable with Cedric Wilson, y'all. Just the point.
Your volume is way low, Quentin Ford. Way low.
I said he's more comfortable with Cedric Wilson. You can see it. He's confident throwing him the football.
He got to get this ball in the end zone, though.
So you know what?
You know why, Craig? Because
Why?
he could play all 3 positions.
Right.
Gallup can't play the slot.
One more shot at the end zone. If you don't get it, oh, my boy is back.
That's look at the way. Q, look at the way.
It's got to be Blake Jarwin.
Yes.
Yep.
Dak, you ain't got all day. If it ain't there, throw it away.
And he cut his hair, Dwayne.
One more shot, and then kick the field goal. Be quick with the ball. You only got 9 seconds. I want a touchdown. Hurry up before you get a penalty.
You got one. You got one. I can hear the TV in my room.
Yo.
You heard me, Wayne?
Yeah.
I can hear the TV in my room.
Go for 2.
This is what Faith said, easy.
Go for 2.
Y'all scored?
Go for 2.
Mm-hmm.
What score right now?
29-17.
The Eagles win. Do they playoff spot change or they stay where they're at?
I got 300 yards in the first half.
He gonna miss another one.
Whew. And that was a
That's
tough
Fred,
it.
you heard me?
Mhm.
Wow.
That's
You
What?
see that?
what?
Most touchdowns in the season by a Cowboy quarterback.
Oh, he needed 4. He needed 4 before this game, so he got the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he tied it.
He's not playing no more.
Boom.
Dak just broke a record.
Ab, what you eating, Ab?
I love that chicken at Popeye.
That's it. Put a coat on him.
It's over.
I don't want to see him in the second half.
Did Dak just break a record?
He
He
tied
tied.
it.
Tied what record?
Cowboys touchdowns in the season.
And they talk about that.
Touchdown passes?
Yeah, the man
Yeah,
got 36 and 10 interceptions. He's passed for
He gotta
over
throw one
40.
more.
He's
He gotta
passed for
break the record.
he passed for over 4,300
Yes,
yards.
Faith. I love Rain Dakota Prescott myself. See, it's great to be with like-minded Dallas Cowboy fans. And we let a jerk infiltrate our little system right now, but I love him. He's my brother, so I'm going to allow
No, I'm
it.
being serious.
Could you
I'm not
finish?
being funny. I'm not trying to be funny.
Abdul Hanks. I want to get the opinion of someone who lived in Union for a little while, but is a Union outsider. What do you think of the decision by the young man Davidson Igbinosa?
I love his decision. I think his decision is awesome. I'm happy for him. Even though I was born and raised in New Jersey and not a fan, but I support Rutgers. I'm glad he didn't go to Rutgers. I hate to say it. I wouldn't suggest a kid go to Rutgers unless that was their biggest option, or maybe in a couple of years when they get a little better, get closer to the top. But right now is not the time. I think him going to Ole Miss, playing in the SEC, I think it's a great move. I think it's a great move. I think it's because SEC. I mean, SEC is a different level, and I think excuse me. I think the kid's gonna be playing on Sundays.
Okay.
I think he has that potential. I think he has the potential to play on Sundays in a few years.
Yeah,
So,
I think I'm really
being
excited.
said, me too. I'm uber excited for this kid, man. You kidding me?
Yeah, it's not many people from our public schools that get an opportunity like this. The one thing I do like about this situation, and let me first say I'm not hating on anyone when I say this, but it shows that if you stay home, you could go anywhere.
That's right.
And I'm not knocking those that make the decision to go to the Big North. It's a whole bunch of different flavors at Baskin Robbins. You feel me? So you got to do what's best for you, but it's good for that young boy or young girl athlete from Union, New Jersey that could look at this young man and say, man, I can go play football anywhere. I can go to the MAC conference. I can go to the Pac-12. I can go to the Big 12. I can go to the Big 10, SEC. There are options out there for us. I think he's an amazing student athlete. This kid is a 3.9 grade point average kid. He announced on national TV today that he wants to be a sports psychologist. So he's looking even past the field of play. And I'm proud of the kid. He's a great, great young man. And I wish the best for him and his family. And I wish continued success for his brother at Rutgers. And I look forward to see what he does on Saturdays in Oxford, Mississippi.
I'm with you on that.
So Q4.
Definitely with you on that.
Do you think we see Prescott and Elliott and Lamb and Cooper in the second half?
I think you'll see Prescott for the first series. I think as a coach, you go to him and you still say to him, "Do you want to break the record?" Give him the opportunity to. I don't think, as far as playing them the rest of the half, the offense basically don't need to play no more. I don't think you play Zeke anymore. I think you play Clement. I think that you don't play Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb. You could play Noah, Malik Turner, and Said at the receivers. You might want to take a lineman out or two, but you really want them to get some continuity, even though they got Tyron's going to play next week. But the defense, you got to take Tank Lawrence and Randy Gregory out and let the backups play. Continue letting certain players play. We thin at linebacker, so you still got to keep that rotation going. But even if you want to take Malik out the field, but you can't even take Malik Hooker out the game,
No, you
basically.
Can't.
But I like what I see. I'm not. The funniest thing is that even though I knew that Said was a lot different than Gallup, I think it clearly shows how Gallup was rusty all year, and him not being able to play the slot hurts with their flexibility at receivers. Because if they run a 3-by-1, who's going to go where? When you run a 3-by-1 and you got Gallup on the left by himself, you know he's never going to be in the slot under no circumstances. So I think Cedric opens up the middle for him, not only himself, but the tight end and the outside receivers. So it's interesting going forward. And then Cedric always is a threat if you run a zone sweep with him throwing the ball, being that he used to be a quarterback. I mean, it sounds crazy, but teams got it down, prepare for that.
I want to ask you guys, Coach Deion Sanders has done it again, man.
Who did he get today?
He got a top-level wide receiver who everybody thought was going to go to Miami.
Yep.
He shocked the world today and went to Jackson State. How do we feel about that?
It's good.
I think the Deion thing is a little overblown. And I've really been thinking about it since he got the defensive back. I think that, people thinking that Deion wasn't going to be able to recruit don't know who Deion Sanders is. He could sell water to a well. He's a great spokesman. And if he come in your living room and your parents is over 40 years old, between 40 and 50, they saw Deion play in his prime. So they have no problem with sending their kid there. But what I think when it's overblown is what does this mean to HBCUs? I think it does nothing for HBCUs. It doesn't show that HBCUs are gonna get any big games, which they did, and we all know if they played big time Division I colleges, they'll get crushed. So, and if you listen to Deion, he says that when he do the schedule, he would never schedule their team against the big Alabamas or anybody in the SEC because he knows not only would they lose on the field, but it might demoralize the kid getting blown out 50-0. Then it take 2 or 3 weeks to coach his kids back up in order for them to play at Tennessee State. So I think that a lot of times we get caught up in the minutia and be all, oh, this is great for HBCUs. HBCUs got a long, long way to go for they can compete with these big schools, and they need a lot of resources, a lot of money, and their alumni need to give
Support.
back to these colleges. If they really want to do something, these professional players should donate. They can start it, $1 million fund. Where's the challenge? Dion put up $1 million and then just name 5 guys and say 5 guys put up $1 million, and that's 6, and go from there. And that's how you build the HBCUs up, because
But
without the resources, it's never going to happen.
but I agree, because I think the key thing is they have to get their alumni base to buy in and donate money. That's the key. If you don't get your alumni base to donate money, that's how you build programs, through your alumni base.
And on another note, with and it doesn't have anything to do with Jackson State. You got the oldest HBCU in the country who has a problem with their dorms.
Yeah.
And that's sad what Howard's going through. And then some of their alumni like to boast that they went to Howard and did all this and love to say Howard University, but they don't give back to the university. Howard University should not have a dorm problem. And this is what happens, is that it's good for the lights, and everybody can say Dion stole all these players and this, that, and third. Do anybody realize that Hugh Jackson is the coach of the HBCU team?
He just
as well as Eddie George. I don't think people realize what's going on.
Yeah, but there's some other big name coaches that don't have the cachet of a Deion Sanders that has been at HBCUs for a long time. You got Tyrone Wheatley. He's been a coach at Morgan State since like 2016.
Yeah.
So I like the exposure. What I do worry about, right? Not that I'm staying up at night. I just want Deion's Coach Sanders. I want to give him his respect. Coach Sanders. I want him to be afforded the same thing that like a Brian Kelly gets. And what I mean is, if Deion decides to leave after next season and go to Florida State or go somewhere else, I don't want the narrative to be he got these kids here and then he left them. Just because those kids are going there don't mean that Deion should be locked in there. He should be treated just like any other coach that moves freely.
I totally agree.
I agree as well.
And also, it's a great thing that, never mind playing Alabama, eventually he's going to have to start scheduling out of conference games with teams like Illinois State, Maine, North Dakota State. Like that. That's what he has to do to build his program. Like,
I would like to see him play at South Dakota State,
or right?
North Dakota,
Montana, UC Davis. That would be more aligned to what he needs to do to step up in terms of even in the FCS division. I also would like for and I understand the Celebration Bowl, they make a lot of money. I would like for him to go to the playoffs and play.
I don't.
Why?
Because he got his lunch handed to him by South Carolina State. Let him develop it a little bit more.
I mean, he did get it, but still, like, I'd like to see him try. He's getting these players.
How do you feel? And y'all know how I feel about this, so I'm gonna be very careful because I don't want Quentin kicking me off the show tonight. How do you feel about those other coaches at the HBCUs that had a lot to say about Coach Prime, and some of it not in a good way?
No,
I think that it's warranted. I think they have a right to feel a little concerned with what Deion's doing, because, like you said, if you're not here for the long haul, a lot of these guys are putting blood, sweat, tears, and not saying that Deion's not. Obviously, Deion has put his health in jeopardy because he had a surgery on his foot, and he's been kind of sick this whole time, recruiting and trying to coach his team. But at the end of the day, like, getting these guys to understand, like, Deion he's got to bring everybody along. I mean, I know that he's hired by Jackson State, but because he's allowing his name and his profile to be carried with the university, he has to carry all the HBCUs. And I think so far he's done a great job with it, but I think that, what are you going to do next year when you don't get these big recruits? You know, it's all good and now and dandy. What are you going to get when you get a kid that may be really good in your program and be like, I want to transfer?
Right.
Are you going to use your podium to disparage the kid? See, this is the trick. Everybody's there when the winning and all that stuff going on. What about, like I said, he may get a top lineman. Let's just say the receiver that he got today. The receiver may go there next year and not like him, or not like the receivers coach, and then say, I want to transfer, and then jump in the transfer portal. Is Dion going to use Barstool? Be honest. Who's behind him? Is he going to use Barstool to speak ill of the kid? And that is very interesting if that happens. So we'll see going forward with him.
Looks like Dak coming out for the second half, warming up.
As a coach, you got to give him a chance to try to break the record.
I just don't want him to get hurt. Because you know how it is.
Dwayne, you know, as a coach, you never think about that.
Yeah, but people start.
You only second guess yourself when it happens.
What you say, Dwayne? When things start getting bad, they start head hunting, right?
Yeah, they start trying to catch bodies. You know, the days of Chuck Cecil, Scott Case.
Mm-hmm.
Them jokers used to catch bodies. That's when football was football.
Gary Fensick and them boys.
Yes.
Yep. Especially Chuck Cecil.
Kenny Easley, Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir.
Steve Atwater. Steve Atwater.
Y'all didn't name the worst player that ever played for the
Tatum.
No.
Ronnie
Dirty
Lott.
Waters. Andre Waters.
Muddy Waters.
Shout out to the Eagles, man. May he rest in peace, Andre Waters.
Listen, I love Scott Case, man. When he became a Cowboy, I was so happy.
Scott Case was a little guy, but he did not mind putting his body out there.
What happened?
He didn't mind putting his body out there. He was a little guy, yo.
Number 25. I loved him when he was a Falcon. He came to the Cowboys. I was happy.
What about your boy Billy Bates?
Billy Bates. I said my man Billy Bates. You know who one of my favorite Cowboys was? It's two of them.
Who?
One wore 16 and one wore 14. Can y'all think of who they were?
Gary Huggaboon?
Gary Huggaboon and Steve Pallor.
You know, pay attention. The only reason why Dwayne knows these players is because Danny White was getting slaughtered.
Listen.
God,
what a shot. The Cowboys return the kickoff and there's a penalty. It always is. Danny White truly doesn't get the credit he deserves for being a very good quarterback in this NFL, man. Man went to 5 straight NFC championship games.
Yes,
Craig,
he did.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Was Danny White better than Tony Romo?
No.
Careful.
I don't think he is.
He wasn't better. Listen. He wasn't better, but you can't argue his accomplishments. 5 straight NFC championships. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. What they say about that?
He said the starting offense will play at least through the third quarter.
This is all about that record, man.
And they want to get Zeke 1,000 yards too.
Yes.
He almost there.
Run the ball on 2nd and 3, please.
Dwayne, I'm gonna ask you a question, Craig. I know you've been watching the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a difference in the play calling?
Damn, that wasn't good. Who got blown up? Lael Collins?
Let me see.
Oh, God. He got Lael Collins back. Damn, Lael.
Yeah, Lael. Because Lael didn't fire out. He just stood up straight up.
Lael played that one like he was cold.
He gonna be short. I already know the play. I can hear it in my room. Do you go for it on 4th down, Dwayne?
Hell no.
They're a foot short.
The ball is at the 21. Punt that damn ball. They can't block Williams right now. He wrecking this game. They moving him around too.
That one broke his leg trying to spin out.
Watch the fake punt. They may snap that shit to Noah Brown. Oh, God. What's the flag for? He got blocked in the back, if anything.
That's amazing. He made that tackle being blocked in the back like that.
He didn't have no choice. He basically blocked him into the tackle.
Man. So,
Make
but
the call.
I do think Dion got his hands full though down there in a good way. I think Dion loves the pressure.
He's the face of HBCU football. He's the face of HBCU football.
Yeah, I do want to say that the former Cowboy out of Florida A&M has just been nominated to go to. He's been elected to go to the Black College Hall of Fame. Number 61, Nate Newton.
Nate Newton.
Yeah, he's going to over. He said Doug Williams called him. So Doug Williams actually is part of their Hall of Fame committee. He's the chair, I guess. Him and Ben Coates, I know, is two of the players, and I think it's a couple older guys.
Oh, okay. What is the Browns going to do with Baker Mayfield?
That's the question. Because
they're on the hook for $19 million.
I'm not giving them that.
I would say let them play it out. I can't re-sign them. But $19 million for a quarterback right now is not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the issues.
My bad.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
If I could go back for a second, because you mentioned Nate Newton and you mentioned Doug Williams. I think the NFL is doing something that's not getting enough credit. The NFL is doing a combine and I believe, don't hold me to it, I know they're doing a combine and it may be a showcase game, sort of like the Senior Bowl, but for historically Black colleges. So I think that's major. I think that's a big thing, man. I believe they're playing it out in Ohio, which is the home of the historically Black College Hall of Fame out there in Canton. And they're supposedly going to be having a combine. And like I said, sort of like a Senior Bowl, East-West Shrine Bowl, Tropical Bowl type of game. So I think that's big, man. It's good for these kids to get this type of exposure.
Yeah, I believe that one of the things that is not really talked about is in the NFL, the top second and third guys in charge of the NFL are Black men, Troy Vincent and Merton Hanks. I think a lot of people don't talk about that a lot. I do know that Dr. Harry Edwards is influential with his NFL Cares program with the NFL. I think that, which is interesting. There's been so many stories going on in the NFL, and you get a lot of people that try to compare certain situations to slavery, which I think is weird that we can compare anything to slavery but slavery. But it's a lot of things that go on in the NFL that they're doing the right way that don't really get noticed. Like you said, they're doing that for the HBCUs, and I hope that the HBCU players take full advantage of that opportunity. And at the end of the day, make relationships, even if you don't get picked in the draft or get an invite.
Right.
What do you guys feel about Dan Quinn decided not to interview for the Jacksonville job and his comments as to why?
I think he enjoys Dallas.
I think as a coach, I think he realized a lot of things with being the head coach, getting the team all the way to the Super Bowl, and then losing that game. How his life could have won a different way, as far as his coaching life. I think that in Dallas, even in Atlanta as the head coach, he had a leeway, but in Dallas, you could clearly see that the draft was geared towards his players. And I think as a coach, he wants to see those players grow. And I think that they're like a pet peeve to him. Definitely with Micah Parsons. Like I said, I think he wants to coach Micah Parsons until Micah grows and reaches his full potential. But the guys like OC, the guys like Golston, I think he enjoys coaching them. I think he really just likes coaching and focusing on the defense. And I think that had a lot to do with not taking the Jacksonville job.
And I'm not hating when I say this, but in a game where you should be trying to develop your players and stuff, you go on a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 2. That was just weird. That was a weird play call. I mean, he got it, but that was just a weird play call to me. Oh, Lord. They're gashing us in the run game. We are getting caught out of alignment, and we're blocking ourselves. Malik Hooker tried to do a run blitz right there and got blown up. He got caught in the wash. Like, the Cowboys are taking terrible angles in the run game right now. And I know Parsons is not there. I know all that. But we got enough players on this defense where we shouldn't be getting gashed in this run game like this. And I know statistically the Eagles are the best rush team in the NFL right now. I don't like how much Dan Quinn is run blitzing right now. Did you see that other run blitz? He almost got him on the back end. But why are we run blitzing so much? Hooker almost got him. Play action is coming. They better be ready.
I think one of the things with playing the Eagles, Dwayne, is that because of their uniqueness running the ball, it allows the Cowboys to basically go against the type of offense where they would only see probably 2 or 3 teams. Even the Rams do the same type of thing. They do a lot of run action to set up those deep ends and crazy passes to Cooper Kupp and to Odell. So this is probably the best team for them to get ready for the playoffs.
He had a good year this year.
Yeah, and I think Craig, that's why I think Dan Quinn, these are his guys. And it's funny because we still haven't seen Israel.
No, we haven't.
So if you're a Sirianni here, are you punting or you going for it on 4th and 3? Because I'm going for it.
All.
I'm going for it if I'm Sirianni.
Yeah, he going for it because he's staying
Yeah,
on
I
the
would be too.
Watch the rub route.
Jeez. Almost. I'm gonna say this. I said it last week. I think the Cowboys did a lot of good things in the offseason. Canu Neal was a major fail.
Yeah, because
there's no reason why he shouldn't be making that tackle.
He was right there.
It's like
I
I
think
don't
it
know
was
if he's
I think it was a
lost
lot
a
easier
step.
said than done to move from safety to linebacker. I think that Curse coming along makes Kenyon Neal look really bad.
Well, I see why they moved Kenyon Neal off safety to linebacker. He's lost his foot speed. He can't play on the back end. He got to play linebacker. But you would think you got a guy that's playing linebacker that was a safety. You would think he should be able to play in space. He hasn't been able to play in space all
And
year.
he got caught flat-footed. He should have saw him before he even crossed his face, come up and tackle him. That's where we miss Cox at.
Yeah.
So who do you resign?
You don't
Him or Van Der
resign
Esch?
Neal. You don't resign Neal. He was a 1-year deal. You get a comp for him.
So you resign Van Der Esch?
If he gives you the team discount, I'm not breaking the bank for Van Der Esch because I still got Jabril Cox, even though he's gonna be coming back from injury.
Do you draft the linebacker as well?
The Cowboys are not winning this game, by the way. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now.
Do you draft the linebacker?
Yeah, I would draft a linebacker anyway. We miss Michael Parsons, Diggs, and Curse, and it's showing tonight because they're killing us with crossing routes and stuff like that. That Michael Parsons would be jumping those and just
Right.
beating the hell out of somebody. And because our dweeb field goal kicker missed an extra point, we stressed again. Because if they score here, they only down 6. That's a false start, man.
Wait till you see the next play. I can hear it.
It's pass interference. I saw it. It's pass interference. But it should have been a false start. Hold your water, Q, please. Unless they called the pick play.
They missed the obvious one, the false start.
That hit him right in his bread basket.
The pass interference really wasn't that bad neither.
That's a false start. Like, they got to call that. That left tackle is leaving early.
Oh, bad bees in my mission.
Why did he not take the penalty? Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I don't trust a Super Bowl winning coach. And it's crazy. How do you not take the penalty there?
Yep.
Thank God. Kick the field goal. Jeez, make it a 10-point game. I like to see the Cowboys get this ball back, go down the field, and score.
Jake Elliott.
10-point game. Look at I-95.
Yep.
So what's next, fellas?
What?
All right. Are you sold with Jalen Hurts being the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles going forward?
You know what's funny? I think he put the Eagles in a better situation because the head coach was smart enough to change the offense. Because
Right.
the first couple of weeks, the offense, Jalen Hurts looked terrible. Now with this offense, with this RPOs mostly for the whole game, and having the number one rushing offense, I think that going forward, now they can draft some players who could fit their offense. So Hurts may be the answer for right now. I don't think you have to make a decision on Hurts until 2 more years, which is good.
I agree. Just by them changing the offense and becoming more a run oriented team helped him with his overall game. So I would stick with him. I think he's solid in what they
Yeah.
run right now. But if you ask him to drop back and throw the ball 40 times, that's just not his game. So if they keep it the way they are doing it now, I think they'll be all right with him. Wow, what do you say?
What do you say, Dwayne?
I'm talking to a feline right now.
Q.
I heard him.
Q.
I heard him.
What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him?
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sweating. It's cold outside. It's cuffing season. Trying to make me a dance card.
Ab, what's going on, Ab?
Hey, beloved has everything.
Hello, Duck Orange.
Hey,
Wow. I don't show you nothing but love. And this is the thanks I get.
Blame it on the alcohol, man. You know I love you. I'm just messing.
Blame it on the goose. Got you getting loose.
So that's
Blame it on the troon.
That's kind
Got you
of
feeling grown.
that's kind of an interesting matchup there, Ab. That
What?
y'all would play a division rival in week 0.
Is it week 0? I thought it was week 1.
Oh, week 1. Okay.
Oh, whatever.
That makes
First
sense.
game of the season, regardless.
Okay.
I don't know. Mr. Grant does things strategic.
You hate to see it. This guy
Sometimes.
just got activated off to the practice squad, and his spleen is on Lincoln Financial Center field.
Hey, Dwayne.
Come on.
Shut up.
That's
What
cold-blooded.
What happened?
That's cold-blooded.
Cold?
Blooded. Yeah, man, but Mr. Grant has the way of doing things, and everything he does is strategic. Now, I wanted to go down to the beach.
Having a hard time hearing you, Ab.
Hello, is that better?
I can hear you.
No, sir. It sounds like you're in the desert.
Sounds like I'm in the desert. Hold on, let me
I
put my
need you to be
earpods
like
in.
one of those chicks at the dollhouse back in the day, singing to the mic.
Oh, come on, bro. What's wrong with this man, bro? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes,
is
we
that
can
better,
hear you.
Dwayne?
Yeah, he can hear you. He's just having a moment
that
talking about
better?
the dials.
Oh, sucker. He would know. He would know. He got frequent flyer miles up in there.
Listen, we into hour 2, man. I'm sorry, y'all. It's hour 2, man. We in the marathon session. So Abdul, Coach Ab, we talked about this earlier before you joined us. So I would like to get your opinions on it. How do you think the landscape of New Jersey high school football is going to change next year?
I'm gonna give you a key phrase: bragging rights. And I say that because North Jersey will finally compete against South Jersey for a group championship. In all these years, we talking 30, 40 years now, maybe longer. North Jersey football is better. South Jersey football is better. It's put up a shut up time. If that's
It's
what you're
long
referring to
overdue,
in reference
right?
to the landscape, oh my God. I mean, we're talking 40, 50, 60, maybe 75 years overdue. Maybe longer. This should have been going on a long time ago.
You know what's sad to me is that North Jersey will never get to understand. I shouldn't say all of North Jersey, but a mass majority of North Jersey will never truly get to see greatness. And shout out to Coach Howard for an amazing, amazing, amazing career at Paulsboro High School.
35 years.
And he is a gem that's not known in Jersey. To me, he should be right up there when you're talking about the greatest high school coaches to ever do it in New Jersey. Your thoughts, Ab?
I personally think he is. What he's done for New Jersey high school football in South Jersey is unprecedented. And I was lucky enough to meet him one time and actually have a conversation with him. And when I say he's one of the most down to earth people I've ever met, I kept calling him Mr. Howard. And he looked at Darnell and said, "Darnell, who's your boy?" And they started laughing at me. He said, "Man, if you don't call me Glenn," I said, "Mr. Howard, I can't." I said, "I got too much respect for you." I said, "When I saw you," I said, "I thought I saw a ghost." I said, "It was like seeing Michael Jackson." He cracked up laughing. But he was one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. Next thing I know, he calling me Ab. And I felt good. I'm like, yeah, this man is actually saying my name. Like, he is that special and is that important to New Jersey high school football.
No ego.
And he none whatsoever. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. In no way, shape, form, or fashion does he have any ego in any way, shape, or form. But he was, like I said, he's just down to earth, man. Just down to earth, good heart, good spirited dude, man. Just a great person, joking, laughing, smiling with us. And I'm like, and at the end of the day, he's just a human being. He's just like one of us. But we love and respect his game so much that, you know, we respect the guys, especially guys like him, the trailblazers that have paved the way for guys like us. You know, coaching high school football, coaching on the youth level. You know what I mean? We look up to a dude like him. And you know,
How many years he coached? Like what, 44?
35 years.
35?
I believe 35 years.
Yeah, he did it for a long time, man.
Real quick, the most amazing thing that he told me, I said, "Mr. Howard." He's like, "Call me Glenn." I'm like, "How many rings do you have, like, any that you own in your possession?" You know what he told me?
What?
0. They won, I think, Dwayne, what they win, 14, 15 state championships?
Man,
Yep.
he close to 20.
20, close to
He
20
close.
sectional titles this man has won, right? He told me he has 0 rings. I said, "Please explain to me all this winning you've done, how you have not one ring." He said, "Well, the first year we ever won," he said, "we was dirt poor." He said, "We was dead broke." He said, "We had nothing." He said, "My job was to make sure every kid got a ring first." He said, "And then my assistants." And then he said, "You know, I get it last." And he said the first ring, he said he never got one. So he just stuck to his tradition and said, "I'll never get a ring."
You were right. 35 years at Paulsboro, 14 sectional championships.
Yeah. How many finals appearances? Like 20 something?
Yep.
That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. Bananas, man.
Yeah, so he needs to be up there in the pantheon of legendary coaches in New Jersey, man. And you know, one of the best things of 2021 for me is the connection I got to make with the guys in South Jersey to understand
Oh
it
yeah.
a little bit better. And it's some amazing football being played down there too.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I look forward to it, man. I look forward to it's long overdue that we're playing down. There are going to be 7 true champions in the state of New Jersey starting next year. Now, I'm the type of person, I got into a little discussion with somebody that I respect that follows New Jersey high school athletics. And I disagree with him because he just thinks that this is going to render sectional championships meaningless. And I don't agree with that. Being a sectional
Nah,
champion is
I don't
still
think
an
so.
accomplishment.
But why? That's
Absolutely.
why. Why? But see, you have. Here's my thing. It doesn't make the section champion any less important. What it does, it propels you to reach to the ultimate goal, which is the group championship.
hmm
Right. And
I
what
don't.
I said to him, I said, with my family being from Virginia and what have you, district championships still mean something down there. Even if you don't win the overall state
Absolutely.
championship, you still a champion of your area, of your
Right.
section.
Sectional title means jacket in the ring.
Yo, you win your sectional title. Yeah, I understand that. But you know what? Now you got a bigger piece to get now. Doesn't cheapen the section championship. That propels you on to for a chance to win the whole thing.
Now here's my question. I don't know if y'all know the answer to this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are kids going to still be rewarded for winning the regional championship, or is it
I
just
don't
going to be
think
sectional?
I don't think so. It's gonna be sectional and group.
I think they should still get regional championships.
You
I
think you
think they
should
should still be rewarded.
still be rewarded as the North champion?
Yeah, you'll be the
No,
Yeah,
North.
that makes sense.
absolutely.
That makes sense to me. I will
hmm
say this while we're on the subject, man. Shout out to Ashley Smoke Pierre for an amazing season at Irvington, getting Irvington their first ever sectional championship, um, being
Ever
named
in
being named
school
the coach of the
history.
year. I love the belt that he got today. It was pretty cool. Um, I love the parade in Irvington that they gave them today. I thought that was pretty cool. And shout out to him, man. One thing I'll say about Smoke, I don't know him personally, but have had opportunities to be in the same vicinity as him and talk football with him. One thing I would say about Smoke, love it or hate it, he did it his way. He does it his way.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That's a fact.
and what I will
That is
say,
a
man,
fact.
what I'll say, and I know people will be like, okay, there he goes again. But sometimes we're deemed as cocky, right? But you'll have an Ashley
hmm
Smoke Pierre who has a way that he carries himself, right? They'll call him cocky, right? But then you'll have a Greg Russo who's leaving Northern Highlands and now is going to Paramus Catholic, and they'll call him confident.
Yeah. hmm
We got to
You know what
stop
that's
that.
about.
We got to stop that.
You know what that's about. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It's about black and it's about white.
Yes,
But
it
I don't
is.
want to go there.
Well, I
Let
didn't
me
want to
let
go
me
there.
piggyback on what you're saying. First of all, definitely shout out to Smoke. Shout out to Nimi. Shout out to my boy Nixon. Shout out to the whole coaching staff. Shout out to the Irvington community. All them wonderful kids. They got some superb athletes over there for winning the first sectional title in Irvington history. That's just dope. And being that I'm an Irvington guy, Irvington High class of '95, coached at Irvington for 3 years, and something they thought that we would have done when we was there, we wasn't able to accomplish it. And for Smoke and Nemi and them guys to win the first sectional title in school history, and then put the cherry on top with the regional championship against a Northern Highlands team that, like you said, Mr. Russo was very cocky and didn't believe in Irvington in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And he came out, and to me, I thought it was really disrespectful what he said about Irvington.
What
We
he said?
thought we would be playing Ramapo. We thought, the way things would have matched up, we thought we would have played Ramapo. And then he even said, he made mention of, who was it that Irvington beat? Middletown South.
Right.
He was like, oh yeah, we'll probably see Middletown South in the for the regionals. I said, man, this dude is really, really disrespectful.
Yeah, he is.
For him to just count those guys out, like just totally count them out. And I know Nemi and Smoke personally, and I know they took it personal when he said what he said. So, like I said, again, shout out to them dudes, man. Yeah, that belt was dope, bro. That belt was fire. I don't know who made it, but look, when West Orange, if we ever win a sectional title at West Orange, I might have to get one of those.
Yeah,
That thing was dope.
I thought it was nice. It was a very cold day today. Very cold. I pumped out, didn't go outside at all today because it's just cold. It looks cold. And Irvington showed up for these kids and did the parade, man. I thought it was great that East Orange did the parade. And let me just say this.
Yeah.
Because I hear a lot of people talking about these sort of things. East Orange won the regional championship. They deserve the regional championship. And you cannot penalize these kids for the incompetence of adults. So I take nothing away from East Orange Campus Jaguars. They are rightfully champs. Now,
yes, they are.
If they'd have teed it up with us, we'd have put a 50 burger on them. But that's just conjecture on my part.
Here you go, Q. Here you go.
I don't know. That East Orange the East Orange team was pretty tough.
Ab's not saying much
Gotta
about
give them credit for what they did.
Let me just
that East Orange team was pretty tough.
Let me get the camera close. If we would have played East Orange Campus, we'd have put a 50 burger on them jerks. Now,
I don't know about all that.
The best UHS.
Thank you.
Put down the beer and back away from the bar.
I warned you. It's 11.5% in this beverage. There was an old saying back in the 80s, and it goes a little something like this. If you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly. And we did things with no effort. But unfortunately, like a lot of things in life, COVID reared its ugly head, and we got an incompetent, malnutritious, 1-minute man superintendent at Union High School that fell for the proverbial banana in the tailpipe, and it cut short a championship team. So, how do we feel, changing gears completely, how do we feel about the Kyrie Irving situation? Any thoughts?
He ain't nothing to feel. He just playing a away game. If you don't want to get vaccinated, he don't have to get vaccinated. I mean, he don't have to get vaccinated.
It'll probably be changed by the playoffs. he'll probably be able to play home games. It looks
You
like
talking about
Eric
Kyrie?
Adams may go in that direction. I think like anything else with that pandemic situation, it's fluid.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, nothing is, as they say, set in stone with it.
There's the record, fellas. Get him out the game.
Now you take him out the game.
Get him out the game. That's
Now you take him out the
37
game.
touchdowns, and Zeke got 1,000. Get these dweebs out of this game.
He might be mad that Clement threw the football in the stands.
Did he throw it into the stands?
Yeah, come on. No, he didn't, bro.
Yeah, Clement threw the football. I think it went in the stands.
Come on, man. You gotta know. You gotta say something to the team at halftime.
Clement was
like,
too
hey,
excited
Dak
that
get
he
one
scored a
more
touchdown
he
on the
breaks
team
the
that
record.
gave up on him.
Toss that shit. Here they go with the music. What's up?
Can I ask y'all a question?
What's up?
Is Dak Prescott the greatest quarterback in Cowboys history?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Easy. Roger the Dodger.
Roger Staubach is the best quarterback.
Roger the Dodger.
And to be honest with you, there will never be a number two
Roger
quarterback.
didn't throw 37 touchdowns in one season.
It doesn't
He
make a
didn't.
difference.
There's a different style of game back
He's
then.
not
man.
better than Roger Staubach,
care.
and he's not better than Troy Aikman, and there will never be no
Abdul,
quarterbacks in Dallas better than neither one of them. Period.
I love you, brother. Don't make me kick you off of this set.
You invited him.
Roger Starbuck.
Starbuck.
The original Captain America.
Starbuck.
And listen, Ab, that game was played differently.
I don't care if it's backups or not. The man done came out here. The man done came out here through 5 tubs, man. You don't throw 5 tubs by accident.
How many rings Starburst got?
2.
Starburst.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Put him on pause, Q.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question, Abdul Hank, and it's very subjective.
Go ahead.
There's no right or wrong answer. In your lifetime, just not what you heard, what you saw with your own eyes. You've been around the game a lot, youth level, middle school level, high school level. Who is the greatest player you ever seen in New Jersey high school football?
New Jersey high school football, the greatest player I've ever seen.
You seen?
Honestly, that I've seen, that I actually seen play on the field.
Yes.
Or just read about, heard about, like.
No, you seen with your own two.
Man, I might have to say Jabril Peppers.
Okay, because I don't want to speak for my two brothers, but I think all three of us are in agreement with who's the best that we ever saw.
Tony Stewart.
Yeah, number 41. Yeah,
I never seen Tony play. But if I gave out awards and did like a New Jersey Mount Rushmore for greatest football players at like position, Tony would definitely be on my Mount Rushmore. It's running backs, period, hands down, point blank, period. Tony Stewart may be the greatest running back in New Jersey high school football history.
Well, he's definitely up there. He ain't got no lie. I mean, because everybody gonna say certain, they're gonna say Craig Ironhead Hayward.
Right, absolutely.
I have to say it. I mean, and that, let me tell you something.
Dwayne is on y'all right now.
What?
He's scratching his head.
Wow.
Now the best player, but I'm just saying, other people would say these things.
Okay, now listen, Tony's the best I ever seen. Well, we got to remember, man, there's been some greatness in the Garden State, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I mean, Mike Rozier was
Another
damn
one.
phenomenal.
He's another one.
Ron Dane
Now,
Another one.
was
Big
damn
game
phenomenal.
Dane.
All right.
Let me say this, Wayne.
Mhm.
Hold on. I think in New Jersey, because there's so many legends and there's so much time
See
over
that
such a
stat?
long time period, I think we got to do a Mount Rushmore of opposition.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I will say this, Abdul. At a young age, at a young
Mhm.
age, like 8, 9 years old, up to high school, Jabril Peppers. Because that boy was
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
That boy was hurdling people at 8 years old. Man, I coached against this Joker. I thought we had this Joker bottled up. That boy reversed like he was Marcus Allen and took it to the house at 8 years old.
Who you talking
He
about?
was
The
Yeah.
Mighty Mike
amazing.
here?
He was amazing, man. And
We
he
still should have
did
beat him.
something. He did something that not a lot of New Jersey high school football players did. This man started 4 state
4
championship
year
teams
starter.
at 2 different schools.
He may be the only person to win 4 sectional titles and be a major impact for 4 years straight at non-public Group 4.
You know what else that
We
people
say
don't
we
understand? You know
what's
what
that?
else? You want to know what else is amazing about Jabril Peppers that not a lot of people know? From
What's
junior
that?
Pee Wee to his high school year of football, he won a championship every year except for 2 years. Do you know the
That's amazing.
organization that gave him them 2 L's those seasons? Huh?
I'm gonna ask you a
Jamari
question.
Bogan and the
No.
Union
Do
Rams.
you know the program that stopped his? Because this boy was about to win championships every year of his adolescent life till he ran into them damn Union Rams.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
Uh-huh.
Who is the best defensive player y'all ever seen in New Jersey? Just defense.
With my own 2 eyes.
High school only?
With your own 2 eyes. High school only.
I'm gonna say Quintus McDonald
McDonald,
from
yep.
Montclair.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Quintus McDonald.
McDonald from Montclair.
And I got an
With my
honorable
own 2 eyes.
I got an honorable mention in there, Dwayne, because I saw one game of his in
Who?
high school.
What year did
Saragusa.
he play? The McDonald kid.
Saragusa.
Quintus McDonald played in '84. Now,
Yeah,
why is Dolo Deuce sending friend requests? Is that a hack job?
I don't know what that's about.
I'm not accepting it.
I know Cooper Rush is in, that's all.
Now, I will say one of the best players in high school history of New Jersey that not a lot of people give enough credit to, Brian Cushing.
Yeah, he was good too.
Yes, he was. Yes, definitely was.
He was very good.
I'm gonna ask y'all
But then he started taking
would know.
that.
How did y'all feel about Ryan Grant when he played?
Ryan Grant was good.
He was. Look at Corey Clement. Get him up out of here. Go get a cheesecake. Cheesesteak. Get these Philly
Hey,
bugs up
hey,
out
Q.
of here.
Hey, Q.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Kevin Harvey?
Yeah, he was good too.
You ever heard of Kevin Harvey?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was Glenn Howard's quarterback at Paulsboro, 4-year starter. He's another one I don't think gets enough credit as one of the greatest high school football players in New Jersey history.
We got Dwayne's boy, but I'll never forget Dwayne used to say he was too small. Mike Fullman.
Who?
Oh.
Mike Fullman was a problem.
Oh, we talking about that, man. Abdul's Abdul's best friend was a hell of a defensive player, bro.
Who?
Barris Grant.
Oh yeah, Barris was
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah, man.
But-
if it wasn't for that neck injury, who knows what Barris would have did?
But I'm gonna get Abdul really upset right now. The best football player in the history of Irvington High School, Derek Gaddy.
I will second that because that one year
Derek Gaddy's up there.
for like a 6-game stretch, he put that team on his back and was talking more shit.
On his back.
Excuse algorithm. He was talking more trash than anybody. You talk about carry a team, he was the receiver, the quarterback, and the running back. Whatever position you needed him to play, get that man the ball.
Look at Ito.
Ito Smith. Look at Lance Ito Smith.
Sprinkle. Jeremy Sprinkle.
You see my boy Fernak is out there.
Derek Gaddy was a legend and still is a legend in Irvington.
Nah, I like
He
James
is-
Jones. That was my
But
that boy.
James Jones, number
Jones.
6 was my man. Number 14, sorry.
That boy was tough.
I didn't see those guys play.
Hey, where the heck were you at? At
In
Dairy
the,
Queen?
back-
We was at
in
Dairy
the
Queen.
backyard.
Well, he shouldn't have
Probably
seen
the
Derek
library.
Gaddy play. He shouldn't have seen Derek Gaddy play.
Yeah, I didn't see those guys play.
And James Jones,
When I-
he wouldn't have seen play neither, Craig.
No, I didn't see those guys play. Alshamon Singleton, Josh Evans, Barris Grant, Oren Marshman.
That was after me. That's after I got out of high school.
He go back
Shoot,
to
Justin Evans Jenkins,
on the basketball tip. Ab go to Ramadan, Moxley.
Ramadan Suleiman,
Yo,
Terry
Yo.
Naylor, Donald Moxley.
Yo, Moxley was the truth, bro. Number 34, Moxley.
And they lost
Yes,
to
he was.
Shawnee.
But
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you,
Irvington's
I'm gonna
Irvington
tell you
went
who
to
was
the
the
TLC.
greatest basketball player in the history of Irvington High School.
Who?
Who's that?
Tammy Hammond.
Yep,
Who?
she was.
Oh, without a doubt.
Hey, y'all stay on
Without
the
a
line.
doubt.
Y'all stay on. With that,
She-
folks, we're gonna cut the broadcast. Me and Dwayne to see you guys tomorrow night with our review show. With that, stay safe.
Why you ended?